What's up, guys? Tyler Kirkwood here. On day 44 of semen retention, and honestly, I'm just not in a great mood at all, but I wanted to give an update on my progress so I could have it documented. Um, Basically, I've just been getting pretty depressed, and I think it has to do with semen retention because you can't, like, magically increase your dopamine levels. You can't just magically all of a sudden feel better. And I had this realization while I was going for a walk today that you feel good temporarily when you masturbate, but I think you feel worse eventually afterwards. So I did a fast basically. I started a water fast because I was depressed, and what I noticed is I had a tremendous increase surge in like the urges, I guess, to masturbate or whatever. So something I've definitely been struggling with. I don't know if it's because it's around Valentine's Day and I'm just like lonely or what's going on, but I noticed the fast definitely like increased my testosterone or urges or something like I don't even know. It was crazy. I was originally gonna just try to do 24 hours on water only to try to heal myself because I feel like I'm still having like a jaw infection due to a wisdom tooth being impacted. I probably should have got removed a long time ago, but I haven't. So I'm hoping that the water fast will basically lift my spirits. It's worked a little bit so far. I was motivated to go for a walk today. I decided not to go to the gym today just because it was kind of stressful yesterday. And the reason it was stressful yesterday is because there was like, to me, I don't want to be negative or critical of anyone, but to me it seemed like there was like a lot of overweight people at the gym. And like I noticed that there's a lot of people that just sit on the machines and they don't even do anything. And then you have people on their cell phones talking or just sitting on their cell phones. It was just like kind of demoralizing being at the gym because like I was really motivated to work out, and I saw so many people that were just in horrible shape, just sitting around doing nothing. It was crazy. I just found that really surprising. But on the semen retention, I'm on day 44. Um, Still hoping to go 365 days. The fasting definitely has made it harder. So that to me that shows that the fasting definitely works as far as increasing testosterone. I've been rereading the book called The Miracle of Fasting, which I would highly recommend. I started reading it probably 10 years ago, and I read it from time to time now, just like I glance at different chapters that interest me. But the book is pretty much right about everything, man. It takes a while for you to realize that, but when you read a book and then years pass and you look back, another book that that I feel the same way about is Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich and Miracle of Fasting. Both of these books are basically like 100% spot on, and hindsight is obviously 2020. That's what a lot of people say. That's what I realized. I'm like, man, if I would have just placed more attention on these books and these teachings and like stuck myself like to a rigorous routine like that followed their ideologies, I'd be so much better off today. But I feel like it's better late than never to try to incorporate the ideas, and um, yeah, so I'm gonna try to keep going at it. Man, I've had some pretty interesting observations. Like lately, I've been watching Joey Carbstrong's channel, and one of the most striking things that I have a hard time not thinking about is how the pigs go to slaughter in gas chambers, and that is just like, man, that is just incredibly depressing to me. I don't even know how that's still in practice, man. It's just really overwhelming to hear the pigs scream as they're going into gas chambers. Like I wonder how many people even know that the pig industry uses gas chambers, and like a lot of these pigs are like 7 months old. They're like baby pigs, and they're getting gassed to death. And you'd think that that would be like outlawed because Hitler used that to kill so many Jews, but yet it's still in practice today, which I just find really just unfathomable, man. It makes me really question the existence of a God when stuff like that occurs on a daily basis. And I was just really moved by the video. I wish I had a link to put in the description, but it might be in one of my liked videos if you check out my liked videos. But it was just really touching because there were some females in the activist group, and they were basically trying to comfort the pigs in the trucks and the semi trucks going to slaughter. as much as they could, and that was really touching. Some of them were crying, and it just really moved me emotionally, and it's still stuck with me today. This happened yesterday, so I just wanted to share that with you guys because I'm just hoping that some kind of change sparks, man. Because I just feel like this world sucks, man. I feel like just like so many people just like work these like crappy jobs and they're getting exploited to make super rich people more rich, and it's just like what is the point of all this crap, man? It's just like all I see is exploitation, and it's just so frustrating to me because I feel helpless in the situation. So these are my insights as far as being on semen retention. I've expounded upon my views of the world, and I think that's directly related to semen retention because you definitely start to become enlightened, and I would attribute that to losing way less nutrients or not losing any nutrients that you would if you were masturbating or engaging in promiscuous behavior and stuff like that. So it's definitely changed my day-to-day thought pattern. So I'm holding like a lot of high regard for it. I can't really talk about it highly enough. I'm just a little frustrated because I've gone probably 4 to 6 months in the past, so I'm really impatient now to see like the progress because I've done it in the past and I've gone like 4 to 6 months, and I always got in really good physical shape, like really lean and really healthy looking. And I'm kind of just like frustrated that my progress this time isn't as fast as it was in the past, and I just wonder if that's maybe because I've gotten a little bit older over the years. I'm still struggling smoking cigarettes, man. I wish I could get off the cigarettes. That's part of the reason I'm water fasting. I read in Miracle Fasting that you can get off cigarettes and coffee by water fasting. I've gotten off coffee, at least today, and I feel a lot better. I'm going to try to stay off coffee and caffeine for as long as possible. I was using pre-workouts and coffee, and I just feel like it's not good at all, and it just makes me want to smoke more cigarettes. So the coffee has to go, the caffeine has to go, and the cigarettes have to go, and hopefully I'll be able to do that with water fasting and semen retention. So that's pretty much my update for today. I'm probably around 20 hours into a water fast, and I feel quite a bit better than I did before starting the water fast. But like in the book, The Miracle of Fasting, sometimes the author Paul Bragg would go on 7 to 10 day fasts, like 4 times a year. So I feel like since I haven't fasted in so long, and I've had such a kind of a negative lifestyle as far as diet and drugs and stuff like that, that I need to go on an extended fast. So I'm really hopeful that I'll be able to do like 2, 3 days. I don't want to be overzealous in my estimation, but I'm really hoping that I can get significantly more than 24 hours on the water fast because it really feels good when once you get to like 2 days and your body, you can feel your body healing and you get really lean and your skin heals up and your pores get small. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to, and really just to get the lift in mood because I'm just super depressed, man. Because like when you're on semen retention, you can't escape. You can't do any kind of escapism and like boost your dopamine levels artificially. I guess not artificially, but like in an unhealthy way. So you can't really escape the depression. You kind of just have to live with it, and you have to. It forces you to be proactive and change your life for the better instead of just escaping all this negativity. So if you've watched this video to this point, I gotta commend you. You're definitely an awesome person for sticking it out this long. And I would just like to encourage you guys, like, man, there is definitely light at the end of the tunnel. If you're struggling, with a couple days, I read on NoFap forums that some people struggle with to like just getting a couple days, and like once you get past the first 3 weeks, it's pretty much smooth sailing. But you do experience some depression, and that's pretty much the only depression and occasional urges, but it's not anywhere near as bad as the first 3 weeks. So I would highly encourage you just to keep trying and keep pushing away at it, and you matter out there to somebody, man. Like I struggle a lot of times thinking I don't even matter to people and like nobody cares about me and stuff like that, but you probably matter out there to somebody. And yeah, I would just like to encourage you to keep improving upon yourself and just having faith, man, that things will get better because that's really all you can do. I mean, a lot of times I consider the plight of a lot of these animals And I'm like, man, I'm depressed because of money basically, and a lot of these animals have been living in a tortured environment their whole lives, and then all they have to look forward to is death. So really, kind of my situation kind of pales in comparison. So I would encourage you to try to, possibly consider the welfare of animals as far as a way to properly gauge, what you should actually be depressed about. Obviously, there's probably still children starving in the world, so money problems really aren't such a big issue going forward. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to share today. I appreciate you guys checking out my channel. Please like the video and subscribe if you liked it. Thank you.